Hello, everyone. I'm Adam Ratzner, and Joy-Con Boy Shadow. He is very much real, as you can see. And you're probably wondering as to why um, I have a camera on the right, and that is to track my mouse movements and my mouse clicks. And I'm sorry if I'm coming off as unprofessional and unpronouncing things right now because I spent a while setting this up and I really don't want one of my devices to run out of storage while recording. So I have, this camera right here where I'm moving my mouse, and then I have, face cam. So got this guy right here, and he actually didn't fall over, which is very surprising. And so what I want to teach you all today is, well, I have this scene right here, and if I drag my cursor throughout the timeline, the animation timeline, look at this man go. Look at him. He's breakdancing. He is quite literally breakdancing. He even hits a backflip. You can't make this up. And I can even, reverse it. And now let's actually play this backflip. Or not. I know that you all saw that. So I'm going to be teaching you all how I literally did exactly that. And you can see this other model over here. I'm going to show you all how this model ties into the whole process so that you all understand exactly what I did to get this result. And now let me actually play the entire animation from the beginning. And of course, this is my model because, Adam Ratzner on the hat right there. I even did a live stream where I made the model in real time. I mean, I didn't make the Sonic model, and I didn't make the hat either, to be honest, but I did edit this model. It is not necessarily a custom model, but it is a edited model. It's like it's the Sonic model from Sonic X Shadow Generations. It's like the legacy model. It's called something like that. And I'm going to play this from the beginning now. And then it loops just like that. Now, of course, the windup for it to actually loop is pretty slow. You can see a lot of end lag, but that doesn't matter because nonetheless, I have my Sonic the Hedgehog model that I edited breakdancing. And now to show you all how to do that. So let me actually just make sure that, okay, you can still see, can you see my clicks? Yes, you can. That is perfect. So now let me actually get into the tutorial for today's video, today's live stream. Let me just zoom in real quickly. You can see him right there. Adam Ratzner hat. Okay, but now, seriously, let me create a new project so that I can finally be a unlicensed teacher. I hope that I don't get arrested. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. And of course, before I show you all the plugin, I want you all to know that you should at least have basic Blender knowledge first. Of course, that always helps. And I don't even know why I have this open and why I have Parsec open. I remember I can close it. Can I close it? Yes, I can. So now this is for starters. Without this, you literally can't do what I'm going to show you to do, if that makes sense. Yeah, without this, you can't do what I'm going to show you. Yeah, so you can see it's called Rococo Studio Live Blender. What this is it's a Blender plugin. And it really says right there, plugin for Blender. And now if you don't know what a Blender plugin is, a Blender plugin is a external tool or application or program made for Blender. It utilizes Blender, it improves Blender, it adds features to Blender. Sometimes the feature that it adds, is in the title of the add-on or quote unquote plugin. You can call it an add-on, you can call it a plugin. And so what this plugin does is, well, as you probably guessed, it allows you to definitely animate any model very easily. And so you're not, okay, so you're going to see this thing called code, right? You do not want to click that. What you want to do is you actually want to scroll down. And so it says download, literally right here where I'm highlighting it with my mouse. It says download the latest version here. You're going to see this blue highlighted text. It's like a hyperlink, but not really, more like a hyper download. And you're going to want to click it because this is the actual download. Now you should see that you have a zip folder and you're going to want to extract it. And of course, you can copy this link, like type it into, you can't directly copy it, but you can type it into your search bar, or you can probably just type in Rococo Studio. You can type in something like Rococo Studio Blender. And then once you've extracted it, right, the zip folder, you're going to want to go to Edit. You're going to want to go to Preferences. And you're going to want to go to Add-ons. And then you're going to want to go to your folders, your files, and go to your downloads, or if you saved it in a folder, you're going to want to go to that folder path location. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click it. So my bad, you actually didn't have to extract it. I'm sorry that I said that you should extract it. So I'm assuming that you can drag the extracted folder, but you most likely want to actually drag the zip folder, zip file, drag it into Blender right here. Actually go to right here and, well, my bad. Go to install. And then this is where you drag it. You drag it into the little gray bar. You know what gray bar I'm talking about? I'm talking about the gray bar right here. And then you're going to press install add-on. Now, chances are you're probably going to have to like close your Blender project program, restart it. Maybe if you're even that unlucky, you might even have to restart your entire computer. But then once you got that, for me, I'm going to search for it because I already have it installed, Rococo, and I'm going to turn it on. Now my Blender is going to go through a crisis. I apologize for that. Hopefully. Okay. And yes, you can see that it worked right there. Thank goodness, because of course, if my Blender did crash, I would not be a happy camper. So you can see it right there. And now you see all of this stuff, right? Don't get overwhelmed. Now for new users of the add-on, what it's going to ask is for you to sign in / create an account. And unfortunately, you're going to have to do that. You can use like a spam Gmail account, a alt, a personal, a business. You can use whatever Gmail account you want. Of course, I don't know. Well, I shouldn't say of course, but I'm sorry that I don't know if you can use something like Yahoo Mail, but I recommend using a Gmail. Just sign in, and then that will bring you to this, all this stuff right here. And so now, what you're going to want to do is, well, I'm going to import the exact same animation I did in my previous project. Also, I hope that, you can still, okay. I was checking if you could still see my mouse, and I'm going to add in, like I said, the exact same animation. Oh, this is the thing right here. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this. This is the next step. So the first step is obviously getting the Rococo Studio add-on. So you can see I have it right there. I can try screenshotting it. You can see right there, it should be in your, like right next to your options. So then step number 2 is to go to Mixamo. You're also going to have to sign up or log in for Mixamo as well. I'm sorry that all these, these tools, these websites, they want you to log in so that they can, sell your information to Google or something along the lines of that. So, you download the animation, and to do so, you just click download. So, like, for example, I can type in, like, backflip. And if you want this animation, well, that didn't do anything nearer than that. That's because, probably stopped reading the site because I did have to restart my computer. But you would just press download and then go to File, go to Import, go to Downloads, and then type in, it is called Breakdance. All right. Now you got your breakdancing person. And now you can add in a model of your choice. Now you're probably wondering, for those of you who create your own models, I'm sure you have no problem with this part. But for those of you who have never created a model before and you want to download a model, there are 2 perfect websites for that. There is Sketchfab, sketchfab.com, and then there's modelresources.com. So, and you can use any of these really. Like you can type in the Flash, downloadable, and now you have, look at this, you have the reverse Flash for free. And look at that, you got season 2, you got Injustice, you got Comic Accurate, you got Black Flash, Jay Garrick, Tom. We don't talk about this guy right here. So for me, I would like choose, I have to refresh. I would choose the DCUO Barry Allen. And then on model resources, you can do the exact same. You can type in Flash. And then here's a pretty similar, yeah, he's pretty similar. Obviously not exactly the same, but they're both based off of his comic appearance, I'm pretty sure. So for the model resources, you press download zip archive, and on Sketchfab, the nice thing about Sketchfab is you can choose your file format. So like this one, the original format is a Blender project. So for me, if I were to download this model, I would actually download the USDZ. It's a converted format, but it would work hopefully. Or actually, no, I would download the .gltf. And so once you have your model, you're going to want to import your model as well. So for me, I'm going to FBX, and I'm going to type in, or not. Oh, did I even? No, I didn't. I didn't export the model. I'm gonna type in. I mean, you know, I'll just do it. You know, for all of you, download the GLTF. Actually, the thing is, I don't know if it's rigged. That's the problem. I hope that it's rigged. You know what? I'll just type in a rigged model. I can type in Batman rigged. I'm downloading this FBX. Extract your folder as usual. Source, right? Batman, yeah, we get it. Okay. And I don't have enough storage. Wow, that is crazy. You know what? I have to use Etika. The man, the myth, the legend. I have to use Etika. I think I have to use Etika. I honestly forgot that I still have the Etika model. Why is there so many paths? Is he okay? What is he, at FBX or OBJ? I think he's at FBX. Is he not? Etika. He's not there. Why is Etika not there? Why is Etika not there? I don't even know if I have a rigged model, which is crazy. It's like, how can I do a tutorial and not have a rigged model? Okay, I have the solution. I have a rigged model. That is very good. I can scale him down. That's not what okay. Very good. Oh my god. Like perfect sizing as well. Very, very good for the both of us. All right. Now, I'm not even gonna, okay, I can go to textures, right? Oh, he doesn't have his textures. Oh well. And now this is the fun part. You're gonna want to press start receiver. Actually, no, you're not. My fault. I don't know. Oh yeah, retard. Oh my god. I really did press the wrong thing. Press retargeting. The source is gonna be your Mixamo armature, because you want to copy the animation data. Armature, build boneless. This is important. This is the next step. Once you built your bone list, you are good to go. Now I'm going to drag this over here so that I can see what's going on. So spine, oh, they're not named. They're not named. Maybe they are. So what if I type in spine? Oh my god, there's no spine? How's this gonna work if there's no spine? Head. So, I mean, that's really it though. Like, that's the tutorial. Even though I'm not showing you me doing it because this model doesn't have Bones name, which, I mean, if you want to change the name of Bones, I think it's, yeah. You can always go to, like, this. Yeah, you can go to this and you can always change stuff. Same if you, like, click on, I mean, I think, right? Bones. You got all these bones. You can change the name. So this is where we can now go back. And we can now go to my project. Okay, so like here you can see I've named. You can see I've gone out. Well, I didn't name, but you can see I filled the information out. I filled the information out to my own model. So that's how you transfer. That is literally how you transfer animations from one rig to another in Blender. You need to go to the GitHub page for the Rococo Studio plugin. You need to download it via your add-ons. Once you've enabled it and once you've signed up and you logged in, you then need to sign up and log in for Mixamo. I need to make sure that you can see all of this. Like I said, next step after that, you go to Mixamo and then you download the animation you want. And then you go to either Sketchfab or the model resources and you download a model of your choice. And then once you finally have the Rococo Studio set up, your Mixamo animation and your model of choice, you then want to, it was called retargeting. You're then going to want to retarget the bones. You're going to want to, the source is your Mixamo animation and the target is your model of choice. So for me, it's none other than my beautifully rigged custom Sonic model with Adam Ratzner drip. As you can see, he's wearing the Adam Ratzner hat right there with my logo. And that's it. You just take it from there and you gotta find the names to all the bones, hook them up, and then you are good to go. I hope that this tutorial somewhat helped at least. I hope that you at least, I hope that at the bare minimum provided the assets needed. Even if I didn't do that great of a job at explaining everything, I hope that now that you have the information about Rococo Studios, that helps, a ton, since that is the main requirement. And I will catch you all in the next one.